Alright, so we're back with another round of Zoo. Um, we are on the draw. We have a very slow hand. I don't know if this is keepable. Our opponent mulliganed to 6, so I think I am going to go for it. We have turn 1 Nacatl, turn 2 Sacred Foundry with Mutagenic Growth backup. Um, so our Nacatl is going to be able to be a 4/4 with Mutagenic Growth, so it's not just dead to Bolt. It really just depends. Alright, Creeping Tar Pit. Doesn't make me that excited. The second Gorkland Rampager makes me excited because this means I can start. I can basically just sit on this wild Nacatl and have it be good enough. Because Creeping Tar Pit makes me think that it's going to be some type of Grixis control deck. Alright, so he suspends Ancestral Vision and then makes me discard a card. Um, that's fine. I think I'm going to discard Dryad Arbor. Ancestral Visions and Raven's Crime. It might just be a one of control card. I just find it hard to believe that this deck would have nothing better to do. Alright, now is it better to play Curd Ape or to start Gorkland Rampagering? Rampager means he's going to be taking 7, going to 13. Then I get to untap, swing for 9. So I think I'm just going to start Rampagering. Yes. Or I can start Atarka's Commanding, because he's tapped out now, so if he is running Counter Magic, Atarka's Command and Gorkland Rampager represent the same amount of damage currently, so I think I'd rather go Atarka's Command right now. He'll go to 17, and then I swing for 4 and go to 13. So since it's the same thing, we're going to go for it. Once again, having Mutagenic Growth backup, but I don't think that's going to be relevant in this match. And now he can still Raven's Cry me 2 more times. Ancestral Vision is a great card, but I don't think my opponent's going to actually resolve it this game. If everything goes according to plan, he'll be dead by then. So here's to looking forward for that. Alright, Mortuary Mire. Alright, so he's going to play Thing in the Ice. Which is another reason why I kind of wanted to keep the Rampagers back. So now I'm going to be able to trample right over Thing in the Ice. He'll only be taking 3, 4, 5 if I want. I think I'm just going to leave it at the first Gorkland Rampager for now. And if he doesn't block, all the better. I don't know why he wouldn't if he cares that much. I don't know. He did not block. Alright, so now I'm going to use this opportunity to start playing some more creatures. Because I'm just going to assume that he's not going to be able to cast 4 cards next turn. Because he's only going to have access to 3. Alright, so he took the 4, which means he's dead. How many time counters does Ancestral Vision have? 2 more, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so Liliana the Veil. It is going to resolve. So I have to sacrifice a creature. I'm going to sacrifice Curd Ape because I need all the help I can get to trample. So this is only going to be 7, 8, 9. He's going to block 4. So he's going to go to 1 and then make me discard a card. Or he's going to make me discard a card right now. He's going to Surgical Extraction targeting Vexing Devil. Yeah, that's fine. Like, this is a really interesting. So I'm now this is just blue-black control, which is kind of neat. I've seen lists before. And he scooped after he looked at my hand. Which is fair. I mean, he was going to one, I would be hellbent, but a single, his only blocker was going to be dead. So in this matchup, uh, I probably want Path. I think I want Rest in Peace. I'm not sure I want Rancor. I mean, he's main decking Surgical Extraction. Um, I actually generally don't like Rancor post board. I think pre board it's very good, and then there are some matchups where it is just very good, but other matchups like it's just mediocre. Um, I guess blue black has no way to answer it except for counter spells, but that's still just a very good way to answer it. So I think I want to trim. Generally post board, I like cutting the Rancors, and I like that. I think I'm going to cut a Mutagenic Growth as well because I just don't need it. And then I want to see one more pass through to see if I like anything else. Um, hmm. Deflecting Palm is a potential just because he's probably just winning through a couple of turns of attack. I think mm, I think I'm gonna try and be. All right, let's be defensive this game. We'll do the deflecting palm over the Gorkon Rampager, and we'll try to be offensive on the play. So because we're on the draw, I'm gonna do it like that. Woof. Okay. So this is an okay hand. I'll keep it on the draw. I just assume I'm going to be drawing a land. Um, Fetch land, Sacred Foundry, any land but Dryad Arbor makes this hand pretty great. Okay, so I am going to lead with Stomping Ground, Wild Nacatl, and follow it up next turn with Goblin Guide. If I had a second land and drew into my third land, I probably would have sequenced it differently. Where I go Goblin Guide, swing, turn 2 Atarkus Command, swing with Goblin Guide, turn 3 Wild Nacatl Bushwhacker, which just represents a ton of damage and it keeps most of my creatures safe. Um, Otherwise, 2 black mana. Is he just keeping up counter magic? That'd be cool. If he does just pass with all his mana up, I'm probably. Oh no, thing in the ice. Okay. Whew. Oh boy. Okay. So I think I'm actually just going to attack here and hold up Atargus Command because I want to go Burning Tree Emissary, but because I have 3 Atargus Commands, I want to go Burning Tree Emissary into Reckless Bushwhacker. But with the Thing in the Ice, it's not a lot of damage, and his Thing in the Ice stays. So I'm actually just going to attack with Wild Nacatl. Worst case scenario, I'm only getting in for 3 here. Um, yeah, so we're going to attack, let him go to blocks, and then pre-damage. Uh, I'm Never mind. That is not where the stop happens on Magic Online. Oh, that sucks so bad. Alright, well, I guess I'm now going to hold up Atarkus Command against a blue-black deck so he can't gain life. Triple black for something. Dismember. Alright, dismember my Wild Nacatl. Well, I guess that's fine. Can't save it anyway. Alright, so I'm going to just Atarkus Command for, I guess, value here. So he's going to surgical extraction in response. And I guess that's fine. I'll go ahead and do this now, I guess, just because. Sacred Foundry. Yes, I'd like to pay the life. We're going to Atarkus command him. Uh, okay. So a bunch of wild Nakados are gone, which is unfortunate. If I draw another land, that's best case scenario, because I get to go Goblin Guide, Burning Emissary, Reckless Bushwhacker, which I got to do, and now my opponent gets to know how great at Magic I am. There's actually a pretty reasonable thing. I actually just forgot until I saw it. I shouldn't actually be fetching a land here. I should be going Goblin Guide and then keeping up Bloodstained Mire for another turn if I have to fetch a land, instead of doing it this way. Just because I only need... The black is fine for Surge, so I don't actually need to worry about any of that. It's also good because this plays around Thing in the Ice super well, because he can bounce all of these guys. He just gets in for one big attack, and that's pretty much it. Like, I get to swing for 8 here. He gets to block 3 of it, or not. No, he does, okay. He knows I doesn't have anything to actually finish it off, so he gets to go to 8 here. He knows I have doubles at Tarkus command, which is currently representing 5 damage each one I can cast. And that's one of the reasons why I should have actually tapped Bloodstained Mire for black, but I forgot Urborg was in play. Oh, it's blue-black horrors. That's super sweet. Alright, another Thing in the Ice. Seems good. Okay. So I guess the question is, do I go Experiment one here? Or would I rather keep a Patarchus command? I think I'd rather keep a Patarchus command. It does, like, represent a fair amount of damage. He might be afraid. I don't think he's actually afraid to block. I think the best draw there would have actually just been a green source, because double Atarchus command just deals so much. Alright, Raven's Cry means I'm definitely just going Atarchus command. Okay, with those blocks, do I Atarchus command? Atarchus command is going to represent 1, 4 damage. It's going to go to 2. I think I do. I don't know if I actually get blown out by anything here. And now I have lethal on board too, unless he plays more blockers. And the whole, like, transforming Thing in the Ice. Oh no, that actually does it, doesn't it? Because I'm at 14. I didn't actually realize that I was just, like, exactly dead to him casting 2 spells. Just, which, if he has a land, and Raven's Crime was actually just, like, the perfect draw there. Well, I'm not dead because they don't have the same counters on it, but I'm going to discard Experiment 1. He's just Raven's Criving me again. It's probably worth it. Or he could potentially be going into a 4-mana Wrath effect. Nope. Alrighty. So, now it's interesting, like, what do I actually discard? Because he has no cards in hand, so I'm pretty sure I just discard Goblin Guide here. He gets to swing. I guess he's just kind of showing off at this point. I didn't realize his hand was just, like, empty at this point, so he can't actually win. Alright, good games, opponent. So yeah, that another interesting match. This is a super interesting deck. I wanted to see how well this actually worked, um, but I never quite got to test the deck out myself. So seems interesting. And Zoo just continues to keep kind of doing the thing that it does. Fighting against removal spells was definitely interesting. I hope to try and get a match against more removal spells to see how resilient this archetype actually is, this version of Zoo. So hopefully we can find that. Maybe in the next one. So I'll see you there.